Also in your syllabus, you're going to find themes of academic honesty, homework, recovery, and help session policies. Ultimately, your work is your responsibility, but I'm always excited to help. You have an incredible mind and you need to let your confidence grow so that we can see all that you're capable of doing. We're going to be focusing on mastering the standards and the learning targets for 6th grades. And we want you to know you are very capable, and as your teacher, I want to help you and be a guide and push you forward in the skills that you possess and are developing in school. If you ever feel like I'm moving too quickly, or if you're unsure about what to do, please tell me. I can always ask you some follow-up questions to see what you need help with, whether it's going to take more time and that we could use a help session, or whether I would be able to answer your question there on the spot. Help sessions take place in the morning and you are always welcome. You'll see on your syllabus that on the side that help sessions start at 8:15 and they're available every single morning. The next part of your syllabus that we're going to talk about are your percentages and how your grade is received in 6th grade social studies. The largest part of your grade are the summative portion. Summatives are going to include your tests and quizzes and projects in class. So I'll label them as summative, but also with the specific standard that we're trying to master. The next highest category is the formative score. The formative score is going to be labeled and include classroom and participation activities. I'll always label them specifically with the title of the activity that we're doing in class, and those are again things that we're going to be working on in class to make sure that you're meeting the standards. And if you are successful on those, that's the majority of your grade. The last portion of your grade is homework. Homework is 10% of your grade, which means it's about a letter grade. If you're good about turning in your homework, it'll keep your score at the grade that you deserve. If you're somebody that frequently forgets their homework, then instead of an A with like a 94%, you'll be earning a B because of the 10% difference. So make sure you keep up with your homework. I assign homework with at least a week's worth of notice, and it's always going to be practice. Practice with vocabulary, practice with assignments and activities that we're doing in class that can help you be successful with students that you're working with in class. When it comes to grades, the portion of your grade that's labeled progress monitoring will be a lot of different scores as well. Progress monitoring scores are weighted as 0, but they will let me know and let you know what it is that you need to work on before you take an assessment. So these aren't a gotcha, but instead a way for you to know for sure what it is that you need to work on with your learning targets and your skills. If you look on Infinite Campus and you see you have a low progress monitoring score on where people live in Europe, for example, then you could ask for a help session on that topic, or I may even pull you in a small group and work with you in that small group to fill in any gap that you have before you take a quiz or an assessment where it will actually count. So you'll see a lot of progress monitoring scores, but these aren't to make you feel bad, but rather a way for you to feel successful and confident and sure about what it is that you know and what it is that you don't know so that you can be successful. For recovery in this class, you can request a retest, but I'm never going to give you a test again the same next day simply because you took it and didn't do well. But rather, you'll need to fill out a request to retest form, and before you can recover your score, you'll have to show that you've practiced or had a help session before you can retest and have your parents sign that, just to inform them about what's going on and what it is that you can do to be more successful in social studies. Your work should always be the best that you can make it and your best. Our academic policy, as you'll see in the syllabus at school, is that all your work should be your own. Never copy and paste from the internet or think that work needs to look like someone else's, because we all think differently and we all produce things differently. I want your work to show what you can do and what you know and what you are capable of.